Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to our Terra Invicta playthrough as Project Exodus. Let's recap, shall we? The aliens are pushing closer and closer. They've started to grab up bases around asteroids, which is not great in the asteroid belt. That's kind of distressing. They're getting closer and closer. I'm not sure what their intention is once they've developed enough. Will they attack? Will they launch an invasion fleet? We don't know. We're gonna have to wait and find out. Meanwhile, we are trying to develop ourselves. We've just recently expanded mining operations to the moon. That's up and running. We're getting resources in, and we've also launched our first base over to Mars, which is great news for us. We've got one base down, and we plan to get a second one down as soon as we have enough boost to do that. I believe the requisite number is... let's find out. Our second base, we wanted something that's giving us these rare metals, I believe. There's a huge amount here, as well as some nice bits and bobs. We're going to need 16.4 boost to make that happen. So that's the plan for the very near future. Back on Earth, things are starting to get a bit wild. We're keeping the aliens in check when and where we can, and we're keeping an eye on the servants as we have them all in their organization, and we can sort of keep tabs on what they're doing. So this is good. They largely seem focused in Japan. Concerningly, they have India. No one's making a move on China, but we are maybe thinking about doing some stuff over there. That seems to be the aliens' stronghold. They've got Japan and they've got India, and that's forming the backbone of their power base. We're a little bit over our limit, but that's okay. We're approaching our mission control limit, but we're working on getting more of that, and we can always put on some orgs that's going to increase that cap for us, and that's all right. We should probably make sure we are allied with Mexico if we aren't already. Let's go ahead and do that. We are allied with Mexico. That's great. We can probably end our rivalry with Russia. Maybe we don't want to in case we ever need to make war. We've taken away all of their nukes, so that is always an option. Reducing our own nuclear stockpiles could be a thing, as the health and well-being of a planet kind of just accelerates our plans. Means, you know, everything's developing. Science will be on the up. I don't know why our science is down. How badly is this getting knocked down? By minus 54 in the last 30 days. That could be because we have stopped doing advised missions to handle some other things that's been happening around the globe, but we're going to get back to doing that very soon. In the world of research, mission to asteroids is being completed sometime this year. We're just about to get cybernetics. Unity movement is happening quite quickly. We're getting global listening network and alien movements, and these two things should line up around about the same time, which is great. Well, once those pops, we'll find out what our next set of techs will be. Very good. And I think we're due for a round of missions. All in all, I think America looks fine. We don't have to worry about it too much. We do have somebody here who's scheming, and an unknown, and I would like to know who this unknown is. So I'll get George here to investigate this unknown, to see who's stirring up trouble. We'll get our persuasion guy to do public campaigning somewhere where I would like to eventually influence. Somewhere like Japan, send him back to China. Let's get some more public support in China. Spend some cash on this. We did want to do some more public campaigning in America. Let's get that underway. We want to be as high as possible here. And as for our diplomat Songtang, normally we have him assaulting alien assets. Funny enough, we're going to continue to survey locations to see if we can find any more alien life. Let's check out over here in Japan. We'll confirm these assignments. Set time to max. Cybernetics is completed. We contributed the most. This will increase the maximum military tech level for all human nations by 0.5. And we can now get research into cybernetic implants that'll make our dudes better, which I like. We'll wait for that to show up. And once again, we have to choose a research. I think space tourism might be a good one. That's going to help repair some of our cash damage. Why is this so low? Did we put something, an organization, on one of our guys? Hang on, let's choose something that's going to help get us where we need to go. So let's look at the tech tree. We've got Unity movement on the way, so we don't have to worry about that. We got Unity. Once we have this, we'll be able to undertake great nations. Gonna be nice. I think maybe we do space research. Let's go for space research. This will lead towards directed space research, space agriculture, and space medicine, and unlock mobile space science labs. I'm not sure what this is. But it seems like as a faction that wants to move out from planet Earth and, you know, to another star, we're gonna need a lot of space research. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll leave it on low for a turn or two. This is almost finished. We're coming up on these 2 techs, which is huge. Back up to 82% in the US. All right, we are now able to undertake the cybernetic implants project. We don't need to swap away. Well, as soon as these finish, we'll do that. That's going to be a good one. Between Mars and Jupiter are a trove of rocks full of valuable elements. They fall into 3 broad categories. Stony asteroids have some metals, also rare fissiles. That didn't read very well to me. All right, this allows for us to send probes to the asteroid belt and construction of habitats there. The following technologies may now be researched. Mission to Jupiter, and I have a sneaky suspicion that's what they're going to be doing. No, they're going for Ad Astra. Fair enough. This does a requirement for the following global tech: directed space research, orbitals, and settlement hubs. This is all good stuff that we also would like, and also ties in quite nicely with space research, as directed space research linked to Ad Astra. That's good for us. Alright, looks like we get in another turn before things pop. The aliens have rapidly become more popular in Uzbekistan. Good for you, aliens. I mean, we do have Kazakhstan up for grabs, and this is still a healthy amount of boost. I think it's still more valuable to hold on to Russia until somebody kicks us out. America's back under good control. I think we will continue to just max out our public campaign in America. We'll surveil some more places until we find action, and I think India is a good place since they're very heavily entrenched there. Project Complete Alien Movements. By studying residue found in the vicinity of reported alien sightings, we have established that, rather than sweating liquid as humans do, these aliens dissipate heat in a similar manner to dry ice sublimating from solid to gas. Fortunately for us, tracking this is relatively straightforward. During the peak of the global war on Terra, most nations were already using forward-looking infrared, or FLIR, to detect biological aerosol threats. By expanding the quantities and capabilities of such systems, we will be able to detect the presence of this alien byproduct in real time. Allows the detection of alien operatives, which is beautiful. And we've synced that up with alien movements. Research has discovered that our alien visitors appear to exude biological emanations similar, though distinct from, Earth pheromones. These trails linger and can be detected for days after an alien has left the scene, and are, naturally, entirely unlike anything found on Earth. We have started to mass-produce simple detection units capable of picking up these emissions and distributing them to companies and governments sympathetic to our cause. Combined with predictive analysis, we should now have some capacity to track alien movements on our planet. Beautiful! New objective: acquire an alien corpus. Our attempts to learn from the aliens from a distance have, unfortunately, reached their limit. To further advance our understanding of the aliens and their methods by which they can influence human populations so effectively, our research teams have requested direct examination of an alien specimen. While regrettable, ethical concerns about a member of a species bent on infiltrating our society must in this instance be ranked below the cause of scientific progress. Addendum from research team: given the level of influence the aliens appear capable of exerting upon humans, we feel that for this first step, a deceased alien might be preferable to a live one. It is important, however, that we carefully consider the timing of the operation and alert all of our stations to be ready for reprisals from aliens and their human allies. Detect an alien operative on Earth and conduct an assassination mission against it. It is possible assaulting alien installations on Earth or in space may also yield an alien body for study, but it's difficult to predict under what circumstance that might occur. Interesting. Cybernetic implants would be a very nice one. How much does that cost? Cybernetic implants, 1,500. That doesn't take too long. Let's go ahead and do that and make our guys beefy, and as soon as this pops, we'll get freighters. +1 investigation when our counselors are detecting aliens. Let's go with nuclear freighters. That seems pretty good. 25% bonuses to that, 13 and 15 respectively. That is groovy. We are not leading in space research, and we would like to keep control of this tech tree. Not so much unity movement. It seems like the aliens are investing quite heavily into this, so if we pull back, I don't feel too bad about whenever this pops. But we want to be on top of this. And Ad Astra, I think we just let that slide for the minute. We failed to turn Yi Gao with a 54% chance, rolled 75. Hopefully we don't lose track of Li Gao because we would like to steal some of his stuff. We're up to 90% in the US, that's huge. China remains stubborn. Alrighty, we can try a hostile takeover against Yi Bao. Where is he? Somewhere over here. Yi Gao, because we really want this. We also want to fix our cash, like minus 400, what is that? Now we did just buff him a lot, so what's our chance of a hostile takeover now? We can get that up to a 76% chance. The problem is they are aware of us, and I don't like people being aware of where our person is, because it might make it very obvious that we are the ones doing it. Currently, these guys tolerate us, and we technically have a non-aggression pact, so I don't know if we take this action against them, what will happen? Can we even? I mean, it says we can. Administration 18. The fact that we can actually bust into this person's admin is really good. I'm going to go for it and see what the hell the consequences are of this particular action. But first, I'm going to go to ground. We'll go to ground with George. We'll make sure somebody is investigating this person. Not you, however. You're going to continue doing public campaigning. I need you to investigate Yi Gao to make sure we don't lose track of this person. Shoot. Lost track of this person. Yi Gao. We still know where she is. Hanging out in Azerbaijan. You suck, dude. It's like 80% chance is a guaranteed miss. I think we're ready to launch our base, our second base to Mars. We'll need to check up on that. New organizations. First things first, let's get our bases up and running, because it does take a long time for it to get to Mars. Also looks like the initiative have landed. Seems like they have gone for this base, which is fine. We will take up the base with a huge amount of rare materials and a little bit of fizzles and lots of volatiles. This will be our next base. It is Olympus Mons 16.4. Will take a bit more than a year to get there, but we're gonna do it. Take you there. Outpost core, we're gonna have to get mining down. Mining will take, if we build it in space, 21 to get down, and that's not a big deal. The solar collector likewise will take 3.1, so we can get that done. How's our other base looking on Mars? We have an outpost core and a fission pile, which will be coming online at some point, at some time. And I think this is the next place that we get a mining complex. So as soon as we have 21.1 boost, we ship that to Mars. All right, let's try this again, shall we? Jorge, you are now clean and clear to engage in your operations to hostily take over this lady. She's been turned, and we can see that she's been turned. Now this is interesting. If I am able to detain this person, which would be a very costly operation to guarantee any kind of success, and then steal from them, it might kind of tell the opponents that their dude has been turned, and maybe they flip them back away from the servants. That's like an underhanded way we can do it. They will probably hate us if we did, and I'm still worried about this non-aggression pact. They're currently in conflict with a lot of people. The resistance is a little bit in conflict with us because we had to kick them out of Mexico. The servants we don't care about. Academy and the initiative, I mean, I really don't want to have to get into a scrap with them, but we will do what we have to do. Let's hostily take over. We'll spend a whole bunch of cash to see if we can grab this thing. 76% chance of success. Hopefully they have no idea we're coming. I don't know if we actually go about trying to assassinate aliens. Might be worth it to do that earlier than later. I fear that this is actually an alien. Seeing there's like alien activity happening here, and there's a very suspicious looking dude. I think we need to investigate this person. You've got decent investigation. What's your chance to investigate this mystery figure up in Canada? 18% chance. That kind of tells me this might be an alien because it's very hard to even detect this guy. I don't want to lose track of this potential alien operative, but an 18% chance just isn't that good. We can go full spend on ops, but I don't want to go. Let's go with the 69%. We'll spend 32. It's a big undertaking, but let's see if we can spot this alien and maybe send our assassin after it. A little bit risky. Gotta be more and more careful with our cash since we're bleeding. We're bleeding cash heavily. We might even have to sell off the CIA if it's broken. What I would like is an organization that allows us to do an Inspire mission. Doesn't seem like there's any there. I would like to grab this Lupin Aerospace. Every single bit of boost we can get is going to be huge. We would like to put it on, yes, our astronaut, and she does have space for one more admin. I guess we will. Go ahead and dump that on her. More boost. What are you off to now? You're off to turn another counselor. Boy, who are you trying to turn now? You trying to turn my person? And are you telling me you've got a 91% chance of turning my character? Well, I definitely don't want you to turn my character while your turn, so I'm going to actually raise your fail percent chance to a fail missions when success chance is less than 73. Am I reading that right? Let's see if that works. And if she does succeed, we will actually be able to tell if our character has been turned. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm not even sure how she can see our character to turn him. Are you though? Xiaoling is going to turn counselor. Hang on. Our turned character is Xiaoling Kui. There's Xiaoling Qi, there's Yi Gao, there's Marie Cruz, and then there's my person, Jorge. You're going after Yi Gao. Let's read what's actually happening here. Uh-oh. So Marie Cruz is going to investigate our counselor, Xiaoling Kui, which might reveal that she's been turned. I don't think so. It might. She's got a 91% chance. Maybe we should assassinate her before she does that. I don't know. We might lose our mole here. But that's okay. We have our missions. They're locked in. I guess there's nothing left to do but to see how things pan out. This game is so fascinating. Stacked is the achievement we just unlocked. Let's go ahead and check what our current standing is in conflict. Yeah, we're in conflict with them. We have a non-aggression pact. That's understandable. I'm not sure what our threshold here is before they go into war with us. But the aliens are definitely in conflict with the resistance. They're in conflict with humanity first. They're supporting the servants. They tolerate the protectorate. They tolerate academy. They tolerate the initiative. We can't tell what their threat level of us is. Transfer planner. There's a lot here to unpack. Oh my god. Information overload. Back out. We didn't find out who this person is, unfortunately. We can try again next turn. I want to be very careful that we don't burn our ops. Can you succeed in China? Like, seriously? Our asset just went silent. Yeah, she got investigated and they figured out that they were working for us. That's okay, I guess. We'll try to get them back on our side. That was an iffy turn. I don't know how I feel about that. I think what we do is we take Jorge, who has really good investigation, and we try to get him to find out about this alien. Much better chance. 81% with only 4 ops. Let's go for that. Jorge, and your investigation just tanked because we took off the CIA, so you've not got as good a chance. Let me see what your actual chance is now. We can put 4 ops and get a 69. Let's bump that up to 8. I'm like 99% sure it's an alien. Like an actual alien, not a servant. It's an actual freaking creature. Magazine project. Interesting. The alien is still active up here. We're going to take George. You're investigating this person with as much of a chance. 64, that's most of our ops. Which means we're going to have to cool it on the espionage. But an 89% chance. It's pretty good. Boost is going up. We're up to 7.5. How's Mexico looking? Everything is down, but that's because we're basically pumping everything into mission control. We might want to do some missions here to bring the drive down. I really don't like that. We have our first sightings of aliens. We have found one. Alien detected. Agents for Project Exodus have positively identified an intelligent alien operative in the Calgary region of Canada. We may attempt to target this being with missions before it goes into hiding. I want to see. Investigate Council mission success. We have improved our knowledge about Xenoform Alpha 6. We know the target's identity, Xenoform Alpha 6, affiliation with the aliens, and work as a Hydra. There he is. He's an ugly... he is an ugly boy. Alien base detected on Vestra. Ooh. Station. All his little tentacles coming out of his mouth. Ew. Kill it. Just curious. If we were trying to assassinate with an espionage level of 15, we have a 0% chance. That is not happening. We will need like another 10 in espionage. So max espionage plus 6 will bring us to 31%. We will still not be able to get around this guy's security. We investigate him again. I'll spend 2 ops on a chance to do that. Keep an eye on this alien. See if we can learn a little bit more about him. Alrighty, we got a critical success on this guy. He's working on abductions in America. It is so scary. He has Augs, Salamanders, Shock Troopers, Terrorized Region, Extract Counselor, Enthrall Public, uses Persuasion, Enthrall unaligned elites. Gains control of an unaligned control point for their human supporters in a target nation. All elites. This alien gains a control point for their human supporters in a target nation. All of this relies on persuasion, which isn't very high. Really and truly, it has like super high loyalty and very high espionage, command, admin, but its persuasion isn't like 8 isn't a lot. So he's trying to do abductions. This does require espionage, so he can do this pretty effectively. Gather some humans from a region to study how to improve the alien ability to control them. This mission will be resolved late in the resolution phase. Interesting. Xenoforming also requires espionage. That's not what he's doing here. We don't know. I think he was enthralling people in Canada. Maybe sowing seeds, trying to undermine America. And it looks like he has a 94% chance to make this thing happen. Aliens are scary, man. European Union, under the control of the Academy and Portugal, have decided to merge into a single nation. Very nice. Good for you. Academy is going to be a force to be reckoned with if they get all of Europe under its control. We can actually hostily take over the alien. We can steal one of his crappy orgs, which will actually bring down his security a little bit. We can take away one of his security points. But this is another one. Security here. Really, that seems like a little bit of a waste. Can we detain him? We cannot detain this creature. Why can we hostile take over? This will also give me access to much more than just his thing. Let's go for it. Let's hostile take over some of this alien's stuff. I'm pretty sure it's not possible to convert the alien. And I really don't like that he's doing this stuff in America. Can we protect? Can we protect America? Protect target. Apply your security or command attribute to protect the target council, region, or hab against physical attacks or other operations. Will also prevent council from dying in a failed assault mission. Let's protect America. I don't know what you're here to do, but let's protect it. Do I need to protect like the specific site? But like here? I guess so. And are you going to move from this location? I don't know. Let's see how this works. Well, we're just going to defend for a little bit because I want to know what they're up to. So we're going to surveil this location on top of everything else that we're doing. Alright, we're up to 15.6 boost. I think we're getting close to the point where we can send a mining thing off to Mars. Alright, we've stolen an org. We can steal Foxglove services. I feel like this was a terrible, terrible mistake. This also gives us the ability to protect target. Nice, I guess. Foxglove has a cooler little symbol. Essentially the same thing. Alrighty, so we've got space research completed. This will lead into space agriculture and space medicine, and also lets us do mobile space science lab. We'll see what that does for us. Next up, I kind of feel like space tourism. I kind of feel like while space is safe, we can maybe exploit it for cash. That's one option. Advanced chemical rocketry might help us get out into space a bit more. I think we go for advanced chemical rocketry next. Let's go for that. We'll see who's interested in doing it. Reduce everything. We're getting cybernetic implants very soon. That's exciting. Unity movement. It's happening. The game is starting to tick along at a brisk pace. But alright. Cybernetic implant. Loyalty monitor. Force tracker. Data jack. P protection unit. Embedded sensors. Intelligent assistant. And a scrambler. Augmentations unlocked. Take me there. What do we research next? Let's go towards contraband scanner. Doesn't seem like very many people are interested in advanced chemical rocketry, so we can leave things kind of the way they are. Try to race through these. We'll get this sort of middle of this year if we leave everything the way it is. I think we do. I hate that this guy is just here doing stuff, man. I really hate it. I mean, we can't really do anything about this guy right now. We just can't. We can't. Panic. Widespread panic about the aliens appears ready to break out in Minneapolis. Rumors about alien experiments on people in the area have led to distrust of the government's ability to keep people safe. Authorities are fearful of civil unrest. We can calm the public. Cohesion in the United States changes by -1. Unrest in the United States increases by 1. Deploy our forces to quell any disturbances. United States of America democracy score changes by -0.01. I think we do that because if we let it run its course, bad things happen. Let's deploy our forces. A little show of force, show of strength. The alien has left. I don't know if he's still in Canada or America or where he's gone. He's gone. Now we need to raise our espionage up a little bit higher to maybe pull off that assassination. But I think what we should do is maybe surveil just to make sure everything is safe. And we need to check out Mars. Okay. Back over to Mars. Let's get our base up. Everybody's starting to get bases up on Mars now. But I think we've grabbed up 2 of the best bases. Right? So we've got this bit. this bit. These guys have grabbed up the high water, high metal, little bit of things. The initiative and the academy have gotten these guys. I mean, they're pretty good bases, but I think we have the juicy picks. So let's go ahead and zoom into this base. Can I double click? No. I have to select it. Sectors. Vision pile, everything's on the way. Outpost mining complex. We need 21. We have enough. Let's get the outpost mining complex. Build it in space. It's going to take more than a year to get there. I don't know how we speed this up. If we had a station nearby, would that help us? We'll build it. It's going to take more than a year to get completed. That's happening in 2027, but it's at least our mining operation on Mars, and it's going to be huge for us. It's actually going to bring in so much good stuff. There goes most of our boosts, and as soon as we get some more boosts, we'll be going over to our other base, which is this guy on Mons Olympus. We'll be building a fusion pile as soon as we have 7.4 boosts. Tensions are mounting between the United States of America and China. We do nothing. There's nuclear freighters. I wonder if that changes how quickly things will get to where they need to go. I think it's time we could probably start working towards either defoliant or leaving the cradle. Spins off a new org to faction pool. We resolve to leave our solar system and the sacrifices this will entail. We set our goal. Guess we get to work on this. There's nothing else really that I would like to do, and we will get this at the end of this year. That's not that bad. Ad Astra has been completed. That's beautiful. The Academy contributed the most and has selected in situ research utilization as a new direction. But we can now research orbitals and settlement hubs. And I think we'd want settlement hubs. This will allow us to put down more things on the surface of planets. And I believe out in space as well. So that means more research, more labs and stuff around the planet. That could be very good. So maybe we put leaving the cradle on the back burner. I mean, this is finishing in June. That's not too far off. I think we'll finish contraband scanners before we start upgrading our hubs and stuff. Finally wiped out that flora. Took forever to do. There's wildfires. We'll have to limit the damage from the fires, so we'll pay 20 ops. Good thing we actually saved it. Terror from the depth. Strange incidents are being reported off the shores of Rostov-on-Don. An eerie glow can be seen shimmering on the horizon at night. Experienced fishermen are vanishing without a trace. Others return having caught creatures that defy any known marine taxonomy. Even massive cargo ships have been found taking on water through holes torn out of their hulls. Superstitions are running high, and so are insurance premiums. Both threaten to dry up the local economy. Wow. The seas have always been a treacherous environment. Things are bad, 50%. GDP changes in Russia. Things get worse. GDP changes. Alien megafauna will spawn on Rostov. Ooh, those are not good. Deploy the local coast guard to halt these incidents. 60% chance of success. Failure means that alien megafauna will spawn. Alien performs 2 abductions. This is not great. Dispatch a full naval task force to get to the bottom of this. With a 75% chance, the spreading of xenoforming in the Rostov-on-Don region is reduced. I think we take this. We pay the ops for a 75% chance that we get a good outcome. And a 25% chance that we get a slightly worse outcome. Yeah, we got the slightly worse outcome. 25% chance. A massive grouping of alien and Earth megafauna is rampaging across the Rostov-on-Don region in Russia, killing civilians and damaging infrastructure. Only military intervention can stop it. Yeah, take me there. At least it's damaged. We should be able to deal with it. Pause. Airlift home. Deploy army. So are you automatically engaging if I don't do anything? Where is Russia's armies? You've got the one army, huh? Yeah, he's deploying. We might need to send another unit over there. This particular thing, this army guard, can you show me the stats on this guy? Show me the stats on this guy. Alright, it's an atomic age army. 3.6. This thing has a strength of 6. Russia, you're kind of screwed, mate. Alright, that's gonna happen. Nothing much we can do about that. Aliens have rapidly become more popular in Mongolia. Things are happening in Mongolia. Why? Maybe they're trying to break into China. It's quite scary. Firm assignments. This sucks, man. This thing is gonna kick Russia's ass. It's taking damage from the country in general. There's some alien life form that we can go wipe out. Army has completed deployment. Continue. The United Kingdom is asking its ally, the United States of America, to join its attack in Indonesia. Huh? So who is this? Let's see. You are under the control of humanity first. I feel like if I do this, people are gonna hate me, and I don't want. Well, I don't mind if the Protectorate hates me that much. I mean, it would be a very quick war, and war can be very good for things like cohesion. Although we don't need anything, we don't really need a war to boost our economy. We don't. But I like the idea of making friends. You know, Britain, I don't think you need America's help in this. I really don't. You're strong enough. You're in fact about to bully these people. Come on, look at your 4.3 tech army against no army. We have another alien fleet arriving in low Earth orbit. You hate to see it. We can augment our guys now. This just costs money. So this will give us +1 to espionage. This is +1 administration. Gimme. +1 science. +1 command. Parent loyalty is set to loyalty, but we take a hit of -5 loyalty. Can we just give you all of these things? You go in full cyber guy. We want cash. We now actually want cash to be able to do this to everybody because we're broke. But hey, you're a bit stronger now. Alright, we're winning this war, sort of. We know your true loyalty now, don't we? You're 14. Let's see if Jorge can convince you. Do we need Bledin to do this? To do the convincing? Convince you to join? Probably not, because you're no longer detained. So let's get George here to detain our friend. Hate how much ops this cost me. 69% chance isn't great. Assuming he is detained, we're gonna want... Alright, I need George to do this. George, please detain this guy. Get your mission straight. You've got a much better chance. Alright, 81% chance to detain. I feel much better about that. And as soon as you have, you're gonna run a 64 influence to change you to our side. I'm a little bit worried about Canada. Let's confirm this mission. We know the aliens were busy somewhere around this sort of region. Probably best to surveil here then. We should have enough boost now to fix up something on Mars. It's not this base, it's the other one. Project Exodus, Mars, this base. Let's get a fusion pile sent out there ASAP. That's gonna take about a year. Doesn't actually cost us that much boost. Heck, the reduction in boost from that space freighter, amazing. Can we get the outpost mining complex sent out there too? Yeah, let's do that. Get our mining operations up and running. We've still got a decent amount of boost. We could probably make something else happen. But we're waiting for some tech to come through. He has been detained. Let's see if we get him on our side. Alright, we've turned him to our side. Good stuff. We now have all the intelligence. It's quite likely they know he's been turned. You've aborted a purge mission. That's right, because we detained you. You were trying to purge in Malaysia. I would like to give you even more espionage when and where possible. So this for 120. We do have a faction in Saudi Arabia. So let's go ahead and lose this. We'll give you security, +2 espionage. That's a good one. Good value pickup there. Anything else that's interesting? This isn't bad. One more espionage. We can afford it. Go ahead and do it. Alright. Espionage 18. You're getting up there, buddy. Drop that to 0. Want to keep you on our side for as long as possible.
Keep me safe.
Please. Keep you safe. I cannot. They're just going to brainwash you, my friend, and you're gonna have to live with that. We're able to boost things out into space pretty easily now, and to that end, let's actually finish things off with a bit more. We need more mission control before we do anything else, which is kind of worrying. Let's have a look at Mexico. Is Mexico ready to just pump into mission control? 100% in mission control. Every 2 months we'll get a mission control. Everything else is going to go to kind of crap in the meantime. But we need mission control and we need Mexico to do it for us. So let's see if we can make that happen. Alright, India is still in the control of the servants. She's giving them quite a lot of science, and so is Japan. Alright, so currently the initiative is at war with the servants. Humanity First is in conflict. The servants are only at war with the initiative. That's nice. These servants are in conflict with us, and we've been harassing them quite a lot. Everybody's gone back to being tolerant. We've lost our non-aggression pact with the initiative. We might want to get that back. I mean, is it worthwhile for us? It costs us money and stuff to make it happen. I don't really like it. We're still in conflict with the resistance, even though we haven't done anything. That might cool off in time the way it has with the academy. We'll just keep an eye on it. But so far, we're maintaining decent diplomatic relations. When we come back, picking up where we left off, I thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully, you're enjoying this series. If you are, leave a like. Remember to subscribe to the channel to see more Terra Invicta content. Have a great one, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.